Here are some of the biggest lessons I've learned from being a barista and honestly just working in the coffee industry for the last 10 years. I have not been a barista behind the bar for over a year now, but I have owned my own coffee brand for almost a year now. The first one being, don't let people walk all over you. When I was a barista, on average, I would get yelled at by a customer probably anywhere from 2 to 7 times a day. It really depended on the day. Sunday, the Lord's Day, was always the worst day. It's funny how those two work together. And I very quickly had to learn the art of standing up for myself. Standing up for yourself does not mean confrontation or fighting, but it does mean you have to stand your ground and politely communicate your side of the story. No one's coming to defend you. No one's coming to communicate your perspective on things. That's on you to do. I guess what I'm nicely trying to say here is at some point you gotta grow a backbone. And if you never do, then prepare for a lot of people to take advantage of that and walk all over you. So learn how to speak up for yourself in a polite, respectful, accountable way. The other thing I had to quickly learn, not everyone is going to like you. And that's perfectly okay. I used to get so hung up on the fact that there were people out there that didn't agree with what I was doing, didn't agree with the way I was doing it. That's not to say don't ever take feedback, because there's a lot of people out there that are just trying to be constructive. However, it's having discernment to know the difference between someone trying to help and someone being a hater. You're not going to be everyone's friend. You're not going to be everyone's cup of joe, and you just got to make peace with that. And the last thing I'll say right now, shit ain't always fair. Things aren't always going to be perfect. Things aren't always going to pan out exactly how you want them to. You think me as a business owner wanted to throw out 40 plus bottles of miso caramel last week because the ratios in the recipe got messed up? Absolutely not. But sometimes things aren't going to be fair. Things aren't going to be perfect. Things aren't going to be exactly how you want them to be. And that's where adaptability comes in. That's where learning how to roll with the punches comes in at. Internal level of defense, we'll call it. When there are things happening in the external world that are out of your control, the thing you do have control over is how you react to them, and therefore how your inner world responds to that. I guess what I'm trying to say here is find a way to not be rattled by every single thing. Otherwise, you are going to be perpetually unhappy, stressed out, overwhelmed, anxious, etc., 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 etc. Don't do it. Close your eyes and go to your happy place. Cheers.